Fanatics here, just bringing you another episode. Today we're going to go over materials. Um, we're just going to make a really basic one for our tin uh, bars. But before we do that, I got some corrections I need to do on some stuff. First, we're going to go over to our bronze bar. Previously, I told you guys that it was 3 tin and 1 copper. It's actually the opposite way around. It's 1 tin and 3 copper for bronze. And I've also been telling you guys that these are semicolons. I was actually corrected. These are just colons. So yeah, there's that. Semicolons are the ones that are like a dash and a dot. Um, and then I also need to correct what I said on patch files. So we come over to the player config patch. I told you guys that what you could do is you could just copy this line, hit paste, and just put a colon here. That is not correct. It is actually needing to be all inside that bracket there, and then you can copy this one and oops, and then put a colon and then that. And that is how you would do a patch with multiple patches in it. That is my bad, you guys. I'm sure someone or some of you have come across that issue, and hopefully this will help you get that fixed. Okay, and we'll be using this later because we're gonna add some more stuff here. Okay, so first we want to get our material going. We need two different things. First, we're gonna go into our items folder, and we got the material folder in our main assets, our unpacked. Um, we are going to make a tin one, but what we're going to do is we're going to actually base it off of the iron one instead of copper like we've been doing. So I'm going to grab the iron block dot mat item and the iron block dot ping. We're going to copy that, come into our items folder, make a new folder, call it materials, and we'll paste it in there. And then before we start messing with that, we'll come into our tiles and we'll do the same thing in here. We'll make a new folder, oops, call it materials, and then come back over here, go to tiles, materials, and we'll grab our iron block again, dot material and dot ping. Oops, I didn't grab that. Okay, so we'll start with just this one here. So we'll open this up, and we want to call this just tin block. It's under the category block, which is good. Rarity is common. Change this to 10. It's going to be a solid 10 block. Short description, 10. I wonder why they only got 3 race descriptions. But we'll change it so it says just 10 where it says iron in here. Not a big deal. You guys can do more custom messages if you want. It doesn't matter. But you'll see we've got material ID here and saying 127 on there. We need to figure out where a good place is for the material ID to start. So what we're going to do here is just do 1,000 and we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure where the vanilla items start and stop at. So we'll minimize that now. And then we will open up our pixelating program. This is just the default iron block. We're going to change it just a little slightly, not too much. Essentially what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make it lighter and a little bit more smooth so it doesn't have all that going on. Now that I believe that is a little bit lighter there. We're going to grab this one here and do it there. we'll grab this one here, and it will be the darkest here. And then we're going to grab you, and we are just going to fill in this whole block with this lighter gray. And then we're going to grab this guy, whoops, and we're going to go just tinge lighter there to get that. We'll grab this one and do that. That's basically all I really want to do for the tin one, just for the icon anyways. So then we can do export image, browse to the correct location, items, materials, select the folder, and this is going to be tin block. Save it. Tin block.ping was saved. Exit. We'll just minimize that. Minimize you, and then we can get rid of the iron block. If you guys want to do a little bit something more different than that, it's completely up to you. I'm just doing this for easiness sake. Oops. And before I forget, this also needs to be changed to tinblock.mat item. So there's that. Now we'll come back, go to tiles, materials, and we will start off with our iron block here. And we'll change this to 1,000 like we did. And change this to tin block. And then you're going to see particle color here. And it's got an RGB value of it. All that is when your player starts mining this block, what particle color is it going to give off if they're using a pickaxe. This is just going to be a gray color. What we'll do, since this is going to be tin, is we're just going to make it a little bit lighter. So we'll take off these ones, and that'll make it a lighter color gray. And it is going to drop tin block. Oops. It is tin. It's got the same descriptions, so if you guys want to change them again, that's up to you. Doesn't matter what you put there. Usually what I'll do when I'm just creating it and I'll come back later, I'll just put 3 periods and call it good. Material, tile, yep, that's good. Change this picture. Variations, it says 5. Okay, so what that is if we look at this guy, and we're just going to open up with Adam, you'll see it's got 5 different blocks here. That's what it's talking about with variations. You can just do one if you want to. The more variations you do, the better. It's going to look a little bit better. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pause the recording and I'm going to go through and change this up so that it looks like our tin block the way that I want it to do. And once we're done there, I'll come back, I'll show it to you guys, and if you want to do something different, it's up to you. Okay, see you guys in just a moment. Okay guys, we are back. I'm done with that. Let me just show it to you here real quick. You'll see it is completely done. I got my 5 variations, and I've got them all, the color variations. Let's see if you can see the difference between the two. Yeah, I know it might just look like I just lightened and darkened one. Oh, you know, I just realized I missed doing the light bar there across the top. You know, I'm not going to do it. I don't think we need it. I'll explain to you guys what these open boxes are here in just a moment when we preview it in game, but right now I'm not going to, just because it can be a little confusing. And we just need to rename this to tin block, and that code should be good. I just got a text message, sorry about that. Yep, that looks good. So we'll hit Control S on that to save it. Okay, so the last thing we need is a recipe for it. And to be honest, I'm not entirely certain. Oh, these are going to be under, okay, hold on. Recipes. Right there. These are going to be under the furniture, I'm pretty sure. Materials. Look for iron block right there. Control copy it. So we need to make a new folder, and this will be under Furniture 1. Paste the iron block recipe in there. We'll just go ahead and rename it now to tin block, so I don't forget. Open that sucker up. Okay, so input item is iron bars. It takes 1 bar to make 1 block. So we'll go ahead and change that to tin bar, count of 1, and it's going to give back tin block, a count of 50. Take half a second to craft it. Crafting furniture materials all. Sounds good. That's all we need there. Last but not least, we need to come here. New. And we just need to grab all of that, paste it in, and change this to tin block. So now we'll know how to craft a tin block by default. All right. So now we can go ahead and test out the mod. So we'll come back to the Starbound directory, go into mods, delete our old one, paste it in there, and open up Starbound. Wait for it to load here, get our nice little chucklefish. Start game, open up dice here, and as you can see I was doing some testing here. Yeah. Okay, so we'll come in here, we'll find our, where is it? Handle food saver, blah 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 blah, wooden workbench craft. And now we need a place to stick you. We'll stick you right there. And if we come over here and search for tin, we have a tin block. So we'll just go and craft like 3 of those, get 150. And you can see the variations there. Looks like it's working pretty well. If we spawn item manipulator module. Yep. And we just go ahead and get myself the paint upgrade. We can cover all the different paints here. Show you guys those are working. Let me get red back in there. Oops. Bam. So you got red, blue, green, yellow, orange, purple, black, white, and default. And that is all you gotta do to create your first material. Be careful when you're just doing your material IDs. Like I said, I'm not really sure where those start or finish. You can probably a quick Google search will probably figure that out, unless you want to go through and figure it out on your own. That's also completely acceptable. And that's really about it, guys. Pretty short episode. Nothing too difficult here. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you about the squares. Okay. So the squares on these, those right there, are when you have you have them all conjoined right there. It's the little square right in the middle there. You don't necessarily need it. It won't really do anything. It'll just make that square a little bit bigger, because if I got rid of all the inside pixels there, then there would be nothing there. But that's all it does, is that little square in the middle there. And you don't have to do it the way I just did it. You can do it just like this, and it'll show it up. If I come in, oops, you can kind of see it get added as I go. So right now, it's actually overlaying on this corner here. You can see it, how the pixels look a little different. But if I get rid of the ones touching here, I believe it's going to change. Maybe not. It looks a little funky. with the color offset. But that's it. That's all it is. You can make it look however you want. It doesn't matter. So there you guys go. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. One other thing I want to go over with you guys real quick is I have actually created a Discord channel. There's a couple of us already in here. We've been talking about what we're going to do for the series and stuff. I put announcements in here on what my plans are. We've got voice channels that we can talk in, etc. So feel free to join us over here, you guys. There is a invite link in the description of the video, and all you need is a registered account on Discord. Otherwise, you can actually come over to our community Starbound page. Let me get it pulled up here for you guys real quick. One second here. It's right here. So I've got on the Starbound forums, I've got a post about this, and we are also discussing the videos here, so you guys can come over and join us there. And there will also be a link in the description for that page. So wherever you guys want to go, it doesn't matter. On the Discord, I'm going to recommend that the most, because then you can talk to the other people on there in real time and get their input, see how they're doing, see the different things that everybody's doing there. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.